Hello, everybody. It's Charles Vest. I am your Ninja Secret Sales Coach for this morning. Whenever you're watching this training, I want to thank you guys for being part of the Ninja Sales Secret team, of the Ninja Sales Secret community. And if you are not a part of it, you can simply go or you can text Ninja to 474747 and you'll be part of our little text alerts that we do very rarely, like I do it on Saturday morning, a half hour or an hour before I go live. That's about it. Or you can go to ninjasalesecrets.com and you can get an autographed copy of the book. You can go to YouTube, which I was just putting. Where is it? Boop. Let me see if I get it right. You can go to YouTube and subscribe to my channel where I'm putting all of the Ninja Sales Secrets videos, which you're watching right now, right there for free. Go ahead and grab them while they're still free. And I think that's about all the things about how to get a hold of me. Now, let's talk about the Ninja Sales Secret for today. Another favorite. They're all my favorites, but this one is going to help anybody that wants to increase your sales, but also you want to increase your likes, right, on social media. Maybe you want to grow your network marketing team, or maybe you want to grow your community, or maybe you want to find a way to have more volunteers for your charity. Whatever that is that you want to grow, this is the secret to help you grow. And let me tell you how much it costs. Nothing. Let me tell you how hard it is. It is not. It is so simple. And so let's go to Ninja Sales Secret number 9, third-party validation. Now, if you have heard of third-party validation, you probably heard it maybe when you were in a network marketing training when they said, always use a third party because they know more about the products than you and therefore you won't mess it up when you're trying to explain it. Yes, that is very true. But from the Ninja Sales Secret standpoint, third-party validation is so amazing. It's such a tool that is right there available for you. And so let's go through the parts that are not in the book, Ninja Sales Secrets. Boom, there you are, Ninja Sales Secrets. Third-party validation takes up 1 page. That's it in this book. And so we're going to talk about 15 minutes about it. So this is going to give you much more in-depth understanding about it. So even though customers are, your greatest asset, even though customers are the thing that you want more than anything else, or followers, or likes, or whatever, even though those people are so important to you, without them, you are a zero. Your sales are a zero. And so when you think about, let's just call your followers, when you think about a follower, this person has made a decision to actually appreciate and use your product or service or be a friend of yours. And that is more valuable than anything that you could pay for in advertising. It's more valuable. Their recommendation, their compliment about your products, even their review is way more powerful than you putting the best ad out there with your smiling face. It is much more powerful than anything you can put out there. Third-party validation or third-party recommendations is where it's all at. And guess what? You already have people that are going to validate you. You have friends. You have me. You have anyone that hangs around with you. We're more than happy to give you third-party validation. And here's the really big aha. People believe other people talking about you before they believe you talking about you. Let that sink in. No matter how great of a speaker you are, people will believe what someone else says about you or how someone else feels about you much more than what you say about yourself, no matter how good you are. Isn't that interesting? And so, keeping that in mind, it would help to get third party edification, validation, recommendations. And so I'm going to start by actually giving some third party validations and edifications to two people. One is to Courtney Henderson. He is the person who runs Hendo Studios, Hendo. Every time I walk into his studio here in San Diego, I just want to sit and just watch all the magic that's happening. It's like the law of attraction. You just feel all of the great vibes. Courtney Henderson is the nicest, most giving, talented studio provider than anyone I've met. And if you want to have something memorable in your life, then just rent his space for an hour for $100 or something like that. And you can put you and your family, your loved one, your dog, your car, your skateboard, your whatever, your plant that you've grown, and you can have it, take a picture of it, photographed or videoed in his studio, and it will look amazing. You see, like if you look up in my post, you'll see I just went and just sat there for a second, took a picture of myself, and it looks great, right? I'm in my sweats, I just got through working out, and I just went there and sat there and went click, and it looks great because his environment is so amazing. So Hendo Studios, go ahead and just rent a space. It's not like you got to pay thousands of bucks, like $100, and you know how much you can get done in an hour. So Hendo Studios, that's Courtney. My second recommendation is to my friend Teresa Cundiff. Teresa started a program called Wordy Nerds Academy, is what it is, okay? And she has a Facebook group that she started. She lets everyone in, and you actually learn a word every day. Every day you learn a word, and she started the A's, and I think she's up to the F's right now, maybe. So she just got started. So for the next 26 days, you can go to Teresa Cundiff, Cundiff, or just type in Wordy Nerds or Wordy Nerds Academy on Facebook, and you get to learn a word, and you get to be smart for a day, right? One of the words was edify. I actually knew that one. Another word was abstinent. That one was fun to use in a sentence. There's a different word every day, and some of them I had to really work on using. So, Wordy Nerds Academy, go hang out with her and learn a word a day and get smarter every day. Okay, those are what's called third-party validation. She does not have to talk about herself. But who are you going to believe? Her standing there? Possibly, because she is pretty credible with her glasses and her her grad hat and tassel and everything. But you're going to probably believe me a little more than her because I'm giving her third-party credibility. So let's also talk about some secrets about third-party credibility. These customers that you have, these followers, these friends, if you actually are a person that wants to contribute and you have that as far as part of your personality, then that kind of becomes contagious. And if your friends know that when they put you on the phone with someone, the first thing you're going to do is edify them, the first thing you're going to do is validate who they are. If they know that's part of your personality, they're going to put more people in front of you. And it becomes contagious. And they catch on and they start edifying you. And so conversations are like, hey, Charles, thank you so much for meeting my friend, John. John is a great, father and a great musician or whatever. And they start edifying them. And they know that I'm going to edify the person that put me on the phone. I'm going to edify my friend Bill or whoever called me, and I'm going to say, well, John, before anything, any friend of Bill's is a friend of mine. Bill is one of my most awesome partners or associates or customers or followers or whatever. I'm going to, pretty much the first thing that comes out of my mouth, because it's a habit now, is I'm going to edify and give third-party validation to the person that put me on the phone. It becomes a fun game as to who can edify or validate the other person the fastest. And so that's what happens when you're my friend, as long as you understand the rules. The rules are you cannot edify or validate yourself. You cannot talk about how great you are. You lose when you do that. But if you start a conversation talking about me or validating the person that is the third person there in the conversation, you win because I'm going to do the same thing. And when that happens, magic happens. So, third party validation is something that you can practice with your friends. You can practice when you're just going to dinner and you meet someone and like, I've gone to a restaurant where I've met the waitress, okay, or whoever's, the host or hostess, and I ask their name, okay, their name is Barbara. And so then someone else shows up and I say, oh my gosh, wait till you meet Barbara. Barbara is one of the best waitresses I've ever had. She knows her products. She is just, someone that I'm going to ask for every time I come to this location. When Barbara hears that, do you think I might get even better service? Do you think that Barbara doesn't light up? Do you think that everyone who's listening to me talk about Barbara gets excited about Barbara? Third party validation is like wildfire. It spreads and it is contagious. People love it when they hear about themselves from other people. And people believe it when you talk about other people. So when the rules are, again, if you talk about yourself, if you're self-serving, you lose when it comes to third-party validation. If you say, I know I'm really good. I know that, as you know, Bill, I've done this. I've written a book. I've done this. I've spoken in front of thousands of people. But Bill, will you tell Julie about me? Well, that's not going to work at all. It's self-serving. So just practice with your friends. Okay. Let's talk about the ways that you can get third-party recognition, because it's not just on a three-way call. It's not just on an introduction. It's not just when you meet someone. There are other ways to get third-party recognition or validation, and I wrote 3 of them down. Number 1, periodicals. If someone has written about you or your company or your products, that's third-party validation. And when you are meeting someone, especially for the first time, or you send an email, say, by the way, here is a little article that was written about my company or my products. Third-party validation. It's already there, doesn't cost anything. If someone writes about you or your products or the results of even your industry, there it is, third-party documentation. You know what they say? Documentation beats conversation every time. Okay, so periodicals or documentation. If you have that, that's great validation. Number 2, WOM. What does that stand for? Yeah, word of mouth. We talked about it before, but word of mouth is a really interesting ninja secret that I'm going to explain how to actually, do a mind meld type of thing. And so we're going to talk about that. But word of mouth is the best way to get advertised. Word of mouth is strong and it grows. One person tells one person who tells one person. And now you have all these people talking about you because of word of mouth advertising. Much stronger than anything you could pay money for. Much stronger. Okay. And the third is social. Now, because of social media, you can get so many more people to love what you're doing by just simply tagging them or mentioning them when you're talking about something. Here I am at the lake. Nobody cares. Here I am at the lake with John and Susan and Bob. Now people care, especially John, Susan, and Bob. You see what I mean? Third party just means other people that are validating that they like you, being part of you, being associated with you. And social media makes that so easy and effective, right? Social media makes it so that all you need to do is mention other people and you are instantly giving them third-party validation and third-party edification. Hopefully you're edifying. Third-party credibility. And so don't forget to tag your friends. Don't tag everyone that shows up in your feed. Please. Tag people that you want to edify. Not people that you want that's going to edify you. tagging and hashtags and all that is not for you. Remember, if you self-serve, you lose. But if you are a person that is adding people's names because you want other people to meet them, to be associated with them, then you win. It is something that takes practice, but it's so simple. So, tag and use social media. And now, we're going to do by Ninja validation. And here's the Ninja secret for third-party validation. It's interesting that if you say something enough, you and others start to believe it. What does that mean, Charles? I mean, if you lie to people? No. I call myself a best-selling author. I am a best-selling author. I have written a best-selling book, and I am a best-selling author. And every time someone meets me, they introduce me as a best-selling author, and it kind of grows. And then you get known as the repetitive name that you associate yourself with. Now, I'm going to tell you a quick story. I was introduced to a pretty influential group, and the person said, "Hey, I want to introduce Charles Vest, who is a networking guru." Okay, how did I get that tag? How did I become a network guru? Because people knew me in the network marketing industry, and they kept seeing me talking about network marketing and being part of it, and the title just kind of became me. I did not write a book about network marketing. I did not do a big training about network marketing. I am not announced for a big speech about network marketing, but I was the network marketing guru because of word of mouth, because people just kept hearing me talk about networking, and the title stuck. And so if you look above me, let's see right there, you might not be able to read it. It says Charles Vest, the launch coach. And I created that because I wanted to get more clients in my launch coach training. And so, on my LinkedIn, my Facebook, my Twitter, all those, YouTube, I had the title, The Launch Coach. I even had a hat, The Launch Coach, a t-shirt, The Launch Coach. Guess what? Repetitively, I became the launch coach, right? And sometimes you have to put the cart before the horse and let the universe do the rest. I'll say it one more time. Sometimes you have to put the cart, you have to put the intention, you have to put the belief in front of the actual results so that the universe can fill in the rest. So there's your ninja secret. Third-party validation, repetitiveness will, can hurt you as well. But if you are known for something and you just go ahead and wear that, you can become that. And so I was watching a commercial, and this is the perfect personification of being known for something. The black guy walks into the restaurant, and the guy behind the counter looks up at him and goes, "Safe driver, save 40%. Safe driver, save 40%. You're the safe driver, save 40% guy. Hey, look, it's safe driver, save 40%. They didn't know his name. I still don't even know his real name. I always get it wrong. But he's the safe driver, save 40% guy. That is third-party validation. That is recognition of something that you are, because it's been repeated so many times, you actually can become it. So why not you become something that you want to be? Think about it. What would you want to be known for? I talk about this every time when I do a training. What do you want to be known for? And if, like, for instance, my friend Teresa, who wants to be, known as the Wordy Nerds Professor, when she is talking and when I introduce her or whatever, I'm going to say, "Hi, this is my friend Teresa. She's the wordy nerd." And sooner or later, it sticks. So hopefully you understand a little more about third-party validation, third-party validation and edification. What's rule number 1? You cannot do it for yourself. Always doing it for someone else. Another rule is practice so that it becomes contagious, and other people will know that when you are added into the conversation, you're going to edify them, you're going to validate them, and that makes them want to talk to you. that makes them want to edify you as well. It's a fun deal. Have some fun with it. Enjoy yourselves. We will see you next week. Or next training is on identifying your ideal client. A lot of people have talked about that. How do you identify what is your ideal client? I'm going to give you some ninja secrets on how to identify your client, and it's going to surprise you on how simple it is. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for being part of the Ninja Sales Secret community, and I look forward to seeing you on the next training. Bye-bye.